Hello Libra, so today we are going to do a year ahead forecast for you that runs from your birthday in 2023 through until your birthday in 2024. We're going to pull you a major here to look at a major theme that'll be playing out for you throughout the year, and then we'll pull some tarot to get us some more details. Right, so Libra, let's have a look for you. What's the major theme for Libra, please? 2023, the birthday 2023. Through until 2024. Okay, what have we got, Libra? Oh, hello, we've got the Tower. Okay, I mean, the Tower does talk about disruptions to the status quo. It talks about liberating ourselves from things that we've been sort of stuck in. Sometimes this can actually come in as just a massive shift in perspective, or it can come through as a real sort of change to the foundations, disruption to the foundations in our life, so relationships, home, that kind of thing. But the Tower, when it comes in, whether we're bringing it in ourselves because we're dissatisfied, or whether it's coming in at the hands of the universe, it's normally uncomfortable, but it is all about breaking you out of things that are impeding your growth, Libra. Right, okay. Interesting. Right, we'll get some tarot. I'm not shuffling these upside down. They are the vice versa deck. I like using them for Libra because Libras like to look at things from both sides. So, right, let's have a look for you. So what's this Tower about for Libra then? 2023, 2024. Just to say, Libra, if your birthday is around about the new or full moon, so that's the 29th of September and the 14th of October. This will be a very big, significant year for you. It'll be a year of new beginnings, big new beginnings, or closing out and endings as you prepare to move on to a new phase of life. We get very few new or full moons in our solar returns every year, so this would point to a really significant year for you. But we'll be talking about that a little bit more in the new and the full moon readings later on in the season. Right, okay, let's have a look for you, Libra. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Right, okay, so what you're aware of, Libra, with regards to this Tower. Right, I need to remember to turn them over. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. This talks about harvest, reaping rewards from where it is you put your resources, whether this is time, effort, energy, love, money, that kind of thing. Okay, what's going to be incoming, what you're not aware of. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this can talk about kind of struggling, having enough, you know, you're surviving with the Five of Pentacles, but it can be a little bit of struggle. Sometimes we're sort of cut off from the things that we feel that we need to navigate through life. So yeah, time, effort, energy, love, money, that kind of thing. Okay, so action then. Ten of Cups. Interesting. And with the back end of the cards, normally this does talk to me about turning your back on things. Interesting. Where your mind's at. What we've got going. The Hermit. Okay. Right. Expansion. We've got the Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay. Venus position. We've got the Emperor. You really know what you're doing this year, Libra. Really sorting things out. And right, the outcome, or the Saturn position, we've got the Five of Cups. Let's go around again. Okay, so we've got Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Devil. Interesting. Okay, King of Cups. And then we've got the Eight of Wands, underlying energy. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles. It's reminding me a little bit of the Virgo reading that we had. Eight of Pentacles talks about the value, the meaning in things, putting your resources into things that are meaningful, whether this is a meaningful job, relationships. At the Eight of Pentacles, there's a sense of mastery with this. It can come in as the eat, sleep, work, repeat energy. So it does look as if, I mean, this year of big changes, disrupting the foundations and the status quo, there is a sense here of finding something of real value, understanding what it is that you want to invest heavily in. As I say, whether it's time, effort, energy, love, money, resources. And I do think looking at the other energies that have just sort of flipped out, I think this is very much a sort of this liberation Libra, that you've got going on, this Tower energy, it is very much about sort of taking independence and autonomy, you know, becoming very sort of autonomous in your life. Okay, so let's have a look then. Okay, so what you're aware of as the sun as the sun comes around, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. As I say, this is the harvest card. This is right, you know, what am I putting my resources into? What rewards am I getting? Am I satisfied with the sort of, you know, the return on my investment, whether this is time, effort, energy, love, money? And we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, now, I suspect looking at this, I think that looking at this, there is actually something that you've been investing in quite heavily that hasn't been providing a return. The Three of Wands talks about exploration, you know, feeling comfortable where you are, going out, exploring. But when it comes in reversed, there's a sense here of an expedition failing. You know, you've gone out, you've explored, it's not quite gone to plan. Or there's a sense here of your ships. The Three of Cups talks very much about waiting for your ships to come in. You know, you've the Three of Wands, sorry, you've put effort, you've put energy into things, and you're sitting there rubbing your hands thinking, right, come on then, what am I getting back? I suspect looking at this, Libra, whatever this situation is pointing specifically to, obviously it's going to be different for each of you because it's a general reading. There is a sense here that of you understanding that something that you have been putting your resources into hasn't worked out, and you're now in this energy of, right, where should I be? What's worth me investing in? What is it that's going to be worthwhile? What has meaning for me? Where do I want to eat, sleep, work, repeat? With regards to my time, effort, energy, love, money. Right, what's coming in then for you? What's going to be the sort of the next new incoming thing, or what's going to be becoming apparent? We do have this Five of Pentacles, but we've also got the Nine of Pentacles with it. The Nine of Pentacles talks about discipline, independence, autonomy, feeling self-sufficient. The Nine of Pentacles, we're very sort of sufficient, independent, but sometimes this can come in as a single energy because we do become very focused. To get to the Nine of Pentacles, obviously sometimes there's like a little bit of a single-mindedness, you know, a sort of a focus. There's a lot of discipline with this. So with this Five of Pentacles, I think that this is relating to, you know, what you've been putting your effort into, your resources hasn't really been, there's something missing here. Now it could be because it's not giving you enough to be independent, or it's possibly if you're having to share resources. I'm looking at what else you've got. Yeah, looking at this, you know, there's a real sense, I think this Tower energy, this liberation energy, it's all about becoming single in regards to what you do with your resources, becoming independent, self-sufficient, self-sustaining. Okay, and certainly your action here, we've got the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about long-term emotional fulfillment. These are things that we invest a lot of our emotional time, energy into. And with the Ace of Cups, there is a new beginning here. So I suspect looking at this, whatever it is that you've been expecting a reward from that hasn't come to pass, you know, you've been investing, you're not getting the reward on your investment, your ships aren't coming in with it, you're either waiting, the ships coming in, they're not coming in, or you understand that however it was that you were trying to branch out has failed. It looks, there is a sense here of you turning your back on something. There's a theme here of what is going to make you emotionally happy in the long term. So I think this sense of independence with regards to material, you know, resources, this is also about what is emotionally going to resonate for you, whether this is romance, something creative, a spiritual path. So it does look like that. I think with this Tower, I mean, you may well be walking away from one situation that possibly you've been attached to for a long time that isn't bearing fruit, or this could be you just breaking away from pretty much everything that's not, you know, you're not getting a return on your investment from, and going out and trying to start again. We go from the Ace to the 10. You know, this is a beginning and a sense of full satisfaction. So yeah, there's definitely an energy here of looking for long-term satisfaction after things haven't panned out. Where your mind's at here, we've got the Emperor and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. That's not the Emperor, the Hermit. So yeah, the Hermit can bring in a sense of isolation. This could be mentally, physically, emotionally withdrawing. We go in, we sort of look to see what's really, what's really sort of what our path really is. And with the Ten of Pentacles, again, we've got this sense of long-term stability. This is like long-term future building. So with this Hermit energy and this Ten of Pentacles, again, I mean, this could be for some, I mean, this may be pursuing something that might be meaningful, but isn't necessarily financially, there's a lot of value in things that resonate with us emotionally that might not provide the work, that the sort of the financial rewards. So with this, as I say, with this back turning, moving on energy, this could be for some of you, this could be you isolating again. This is something that emotionally you've invested in, materially you've invested in. This is our long-standing, stable situation that you've invested a lot of your resources in with the 10. So yeah, so this could be either turning away, isolating from something that you've put a lot of your resources into, and possibly to go and find something else. Or for some of you, this could be talking about, we've got the, did see the King of Cups somewhere, didn't I? This could literally be pursuing something because of the emotional resonance rather than the material gains from it. So where your values are, yeah, so interesting. So with this, what you're going to be going after, we've got the Emperor here. I mean, it could be a divine masculine. Maybe you're throwing the towel in on something in pursuit of a divine masculine energy. So it could be coming in as a person, a divine counterpart. But with the Emperor, it can talk about businesses and that kind of thing. But this does talk about authority, autonomy in our own life, our ability to set the rules, say what's right, what we will and what what we will and what won't tolerate, that kind of thing. And then with the Eight of Wands, this is really, with the right way around, this is really sort of grounding it and making traction. So with this Venus in the Venus position, what you're going to valuing this year is either this, if this is a person, but there is a sense here of authority, responsibility, being able to have autonomy again and responsibility for your own life, and putting your energy, your effort into that. So if this is right, maybe self-employed or that kind of thing. As I say, there really is a sort of a solo movement here for you, Libra, this year. And really, with the Eight of Wands, you ground it, you get traction, and you get movement forward, fast movement forward. Obstacle. So, this is the expansion. Interesting. Which way around have we got? We've got the Devil energy and we've got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so the Seven of Wands talks about defending your victories. It talks about fighting, defending your victories, prioritizing. And we've got this Devil energy here. This is the things that pull our strings. It could be a Capricorn for some. Sometimes it can come in as with Capricorn energy. But this is really, any sort of stop. This I do enjoy seeing the Devil energy in cards because it means that we're actually seeing through the things that pull our strings. So there is a sense here of your expansion really is all about defending, prioritizing, and saying no to the things that pull your strings, things that manipulate you. So whether this is other people, your own behavior patterns, substances, toxic situations, that kind of thing. Well, it looks like you're really putting your foot down with a firm hand this year, Libra. Wow. Okay, so we've got, as I say, this sense of return on investment coming in. Ship's not coming in, understanding that what you've been putting your resources into is not gonna, it's not gonna provide any sort of return. So we have this sense of pursuing independence, authority, autonomy here. Thinking about what really is about what long-term stability means to you, in very real terms. Maybe there may be a little bit of isolation here with this Hermit energy. What you really want, what you're really valuing this year, we've got this Emperor energy and this Seven of Wands. This is really kind of setting boundaries. Possibly, as I say, for some of you, it might be a divine counterpart. This could be talking about self-employed. And yeah, you're going to be... Wow. So this is all about getting rid of the things that pull your strings, whether this is emotionally, mentally, people, work, all of that kind of thing, defending what's right for you, putting your resources into what's going to make you independent. And the outcome for you this year, Libra, we've got the Five of Cups, interesting, and we've got the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, this can point directly to a long-term partner. It could point to Scorpio for some of you, or a water sign. But the King of Cups does talk about emotional maturity, emotional stability. It can talk about emotional suppression. But we've got this Five of Cups. Often it talks about, you know, sort of, you know, there's with the Five of Cups, it can often, it talks about disappointment, loss, that kind of thing. But often there's two cups in the back that we can't see, and it can talk about, you know, salvaging something from a situation. We're focusing on what's gone wrong, but you can actually salvage something from the situation. And I think looking at this, it does seem that whatever disappointment, there is something here that's not panned out for you, or something here that you're beginning with again. There is a sense here of something that previously went wrong. We've got this flower here behind him, that actually bearing fruit. So for you, I mean, with regards to pursuing this emotional contentment, it does look like, if this is a person that you're pursuing, then it does look like there is a sense of salvaging something here with them. If this is some kind of spiritual enlightenment or job or that kind of thing where you're working towards emotional fulfillment, then it does certainly look like what you think, you know, the things that you think have gone wrong, you know, there's actually something here coming from them. They're actually, this is like when you discover something accidentally on purpose. Many of the great scientific discoveries are actually, you're trying to do one thing and it actually births something else. You know, so let's have a look. Let's get you a moon. Let's get you a message of support from the Moonology deck. What can we say to Libra about this year coming up? Libra, your hard work is paying off. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so whatever this is that you're piling your resources in, I suspect that for most of you, this is more about status, authority, autonomy, possibly within work, as I say, with this Emperor energy. You know, the moon is telling you that whatever it is that you're doing, whether this is work or something else for you, Libra, your hard work will actually pay off. And as I say, even though you may think that things have gone wrong and you might be thinking, oh my God, my year's going horrible, it does look like there's actually something coming out. There's something being reborn out of the losses, something beautiful. Look at this flower here. Absolutely. So the hard work is paying off. For some of you, it may point to sort of Capricorn energy in your life with this Capricorn person, or check your chart to see where you've got Capricorn. And it could also be pointing timing wise, it could also be pointing to the Capricorn season, the new moon in Capricorn. There may be something there for you if you're waiting for something to come in, if you're waiting for a reward and then thinking, oh my God, it's all going wrong, then maybe there is actually something here coming in for you in Capricorn season. Because I think certainly looking at this, I think you're actually going to, there seems to be more benefit coming in for you than you're initially expecting, because the first thing that you're seeing is this Five of Pentacles and you're like, oh God, Oh no. So yeah, I mean, there may well be something coming in around the new moon in Capricorn for you, which would be between middle of December and middle of January. I don't know the exact dates yet. But anyway, Libra, I hope you have an amazing birthday and a great year. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. There's definitely something meaningful coming in for you this year, Libra. It may sort of shake up the foundations of your life a little bit. It may initially look like it's all gone a bit wrong and you might end up, you know, sort of on your own. But I think through this year, there is a sense here of you really sort of stepping up into your power, understanding what is and isn't right for you, getting rid of the things that pull your strings. And I do think that ultimately, even if you may feel that you're losing things or moving away from things, I do think that out of all of this chaos and loss and shifting, there is actually something really beautiful in the outcome for you. I think when you look back this time next year, I think you'll be surprised at what was actually birthed in what was decomposing, or what seemed to be decomposing at the start of the year. Have an amazing year, Libra. I'll be back shortly actually with your Libra season reading, and as I say, don't forget to tune in if you're new in your full moon readings later on in the season. I wish you clear eyes, a calm mind and a resilient heart.